Good morning and welcome to It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. I'm Mark Turner Clairvaughn alongside and the mayor of downtown. Kristi Hornung has joined us. Hello.
Well, I don't know about that anymore. Claire may be taking that over. But there always has to be somebody in that ranks to come up. So
Yeah.
I said that. I said that the other day. They were like, Claire, you're just doing everything. I said, well, Kristi's got to retire at some point. Someone's got to take the mayor of Main Street title
That's
next.
exactly right.
I didn't get it quite right. I said
Yeah.
mayor of downtown, but mayor of Main Street.
That's
take
exactly
it.
right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right. I can sure hand the
So-
baton over.
You have been busy celebrating
Oh, my.
the entire month.
Oh my! It's just been an awesome May, and our 2 weeks were probably one of the best we had. Our Mother's Day was one of the best that we
Yay.
had. So there's lots of people coming into town from lots of different areas, and we sure do appreciate that. We appreciate our Fairfield people, but we couldn't survive if it wasn't for everybody coming in. But we have a wonderful place for people to shop, and they're coming from all around us. So
Yes.
we have to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, that's something I didn't know before I started, I started working downtown again. How many people do come to Fairfield, Illinois to shop at Carnaby or now to, get a coffee at Fusion or
Javaloo.
Yes, Javaloo.
Yes, we had just women shopping
Yeah.
groups, and they would be going, "I'm going to Javaloo,"
Oh.
or "I've been to Javaloo." So
Yeah.
that's also a nice little place for them to
Definitely. And I think
enjoy
everyone's
their day.
really good about referring,
Yes.
like if they're coming in to shop, you're like, oh, you should check out here or,
Yes.
stop by there. So are most of your out of town visitors on the weekend? Are they mostly on
Nope.
Saturday or through the week and stuff
No,
too?
no, just through the week. One Tuesday, a lady came from Fort Branch, and we were packed in there. And she goes, "I thought if I shopped on Tuesday, you could help me personally." I said, "You just never know."
You don't. There's times I go in there and they're just swarming. I'm like, I'll come back, because everyone loves. I mean, you have great helpers, great girls,
I
but
do have great
everyone
girls.
loves Kristi helping them.
Oh, well, I've been there a long time, so
Yeah.
they say, "You remember better what's in my closet than I
Yeah,
do."
right. It's so funny too, because I can be like, hey, I need something for my mother-in-law. And she'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, okay, she's this size, long, you know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah.
she knows what size people want, and I can be like, hey, I need something for my mom, and she'll be like, ooh, this looks like your mom, this looks like your mom. So it's just nice having that personal touch, and like,
Yeah, that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
Talking about your mother. We
Yes.
saw her this week, and of course she's going through some things right now
Yeah.
with her dad, but she came in and just reminisced about, when she was your age and she was working and she would save that paycheck and she'd come in and get an outfit or pay on a layaway. So see,
Yeah.
I'm still here and I helped her and I'm
know.
still helping her and then I'm helping you.
I
So
know.
it just keeps going on.
the
and on.
next generation. And she was telling me that story about, she's like, I would just get my paycheck. And I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to go to Carnaby and see what I can find, So it's amazing that, one, just for a small business to last this long, and it's amazing that you have been in downtown Fairfield for 44 years, correct?
Correct.
44 years. And, helping all generations from our grandparents, my grandparents to now me.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and it's just great to see. I love it.
Well, thank you very much. I still love what I do, and I think that's what makes makes it work. I love coming to work. I can't wait to come to work. I was at a place, and this guy come up and he goes, "Seriously, are you really downtown by 7:00?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "I see your truck, and I think she can't be working already."
I
But
know.
when you're busy, you got to get there early before the
Yeah.
phones start ringing or people
Right.
start coming in.
Right.
So, but
Because
I'm
there's
so-
other stuff you have to do as a
That's
business
exactly
owner.
right.
You know?
Luckily, I have you on some of that
Yeah.
you helped me out with my media, and I sure
Yeah.
do appreciate it. But
love
honestly, it's been a wild ride, and I appreciate everybody on all parts of it. So
One thing I remember you saying to me because, as I was like my mom, getting that paycheck and wanting to go get something nice, But I remember you saying, like, I need my sale rack girls just like I need
That's exactly
my,
right.
you know,
That coming out of the
in-season
box.
girls.
That's
Yes.
exactly right.
And that made me feel better about it. Because I'm
Oh,
like, I don't
yeah.
want to be the cheap girl that's going in and
No.
just shopping sales racks. And
No.
and I've moved up a little bit. Now I
Yeah.
don't just do that, but
No, we have
you
to
appreciate
have everybody.
everyone.
Oh, I do. And we treat everybody the same.
Yes.
So give that special attention to whoever. So.
Yes, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And my mom made the comment, well, the other day when she was in town and she wanted to go shop Carnaby and she was getting ready to, go see Grandpa. And she's like, oh, man, I wish Kristi was open. It was like 8:20 or something. I'm like, Mom, by the time you get in town, she'll be open. She opens at 8:30. And she's like, she opens at 8:30? I'm like, she probably has the door open at 8.
I do. I had a little lady from Albion that always came about 8:45 because she knew I was there because she wanted to get in there and get out and get to Walmart and get back home to Albion, I was just like, come on in, I'll take care of you.
Yes.
Man.
That customer service, that goes a long way, and that makes people want to keep coming back.
Well, I hope
sure.
so because I sure do appreciate it. So.
And I love the fact that I can go in, buy a present, and you wrap it for me, and it's done. You know what I mean?
Makes a big difference, especially coming from a guy.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Right.
You go in there and it's like you buy a gift certificate. No, let's get it wrapped for you. I'm going to put it in a card, or I'm going to wrap it in some newspaper or something.
Yeah.
A Walmart baggie.
That's right. Yeah.
Makes
Tie
it a
up
little
in
bit more
Walmart.
special, doesn't it? Yes, that's right. We do
does.
get lots of compliments from our guys.
Yes.
I have guys. Well, Jared Vaughn.
I saw him.
He started shopping with me when he was 10 years old.
Aw.
And honestly, he always bought his mom and sister something. Now he's on to his wife. And so it's just great,
That's awesome.
I've grown up with all of them.
Yes. Yep.
So let's get to the tough questions.
Okay.
What's that?
Okay. So you started in 1980, right?
Correct.
How is, first of all, what caused you to get into the fashion business?
Well, right down here where Fairfield National Bank was Hearts Ready to Wear. You don't know, probably don't remember that. And that Christmas of '79, they decided that would be their last Christmas. And they were going to go out of business. So we just decided we had to have, Arnolds was one, and we had been toying with the idea of doing it. And when that popped up, we were like, okay, I think this is the, the sign. And so we just got on it and got us the building, and we tried to figure out a name. And so we went with Carnaby Square, because at that time Carnaby Street, and it still is, the very popular trendy place in London, and so we thought we'd go around that theme with the colors of the Union Jack colors of red and blue, and so when I was telling some guy that, he goes, now I understand this carpet. And that's one thing, Mark, we've had that carpet for 44 years. You couldn't have a carpet today's day. No. And you'll say something about the carpet, and on Facebook they'll say it's iconic. Don't get rid of it. It's always been there.
And it does look so good.
It does.
44 years old, and knowing the story behind it makes me love it even more.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean? It's so cool, and I love that.
I know. So that's our story there,
Okay.
and we had some rough times. Because the oil kind of dipped right there in the 80s, and didn't know if it was the right thing to do, but we just stuck it out. We had some really good bankers, and kind of helped us out. So, we're still here. It takes a while. That's what I always tell people when you start up a business. It's not easy, and you have to put the hours, and you don't always get yourself paid, and you just have to keep putting that money back in and get that business built up. And at one time, you will have some cash flow, but it's really hard to build it up.
Yeah.
And nowadays, it's even harder.
Yeah.
So, but you just, if you love what you do, and that's what this is what I want to do, just stay with it, and it'll happen. But you can't give up on it. And you have to, in my business, in retail business, you have to be open.
Yes.
And that's the hardest thing.
Yes.
But, there's not enough hours in the day, especially if there's only one owner or whatever. That's
Right.
a lot of hours for one person.
It is.
And so it is understandable. But, people do like me to be available to them. So.
Yes.
And, it's, and you call.
Yeah.
You call Kristi and say, hey,
Yeah.
forgot. Can you Yeah.
Listen,
And
one
she'll
Mother's
meet me there.
Yeah, one Mother's Day I was up there at 6:30. I said, I don't look very good because I don't care what you look like. I just need a gift.
What? Where's the farthest you've had a regular customer come from?
Oh gosh darn, we have Chicago. I mean, I mail out now.
Yeah.
During COVID when we started our videos, we have a lot of online mailing, and I have California, Florida, Chicago. I mean, these are people that if they come and visit their people, they come to me.
Yeah.
And I have all ages. I have. Kennedy girls are always saving their money and coming to Fairfield,
Aww.
and not only with me, but they go to DiMaggio's.
Yeah.
And they do, so they have their favorite places they like to. But no, we really go all over the place.
Okay.
I think that's a fun thing. We've talked about doing it for marketing, just making a U.S. map.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? Start coloring in.
Pins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where Carnaby is, and
that would be really great.
And then people go on vacation and they'll send you pictures, Carnaby is here at the beach or here on a cruise or,
That's
it's just so
right.
fun. And people, it's like a community. People love to share that.
That's right.
And say,
We love to share it because we're
Yeah,
proud.
yeah.
But the biggest thing we get is that people always say, people walk up to me and say, "Where did you get that?"
Uh-huh.
Because it's just different. It's just not what your malls are carrying or whatever.
Right.
And it does look good on you because you've shopped for it. It's not
Yes.
something that you've just pulled out and put on, and
Yeah.
so it looks good on you. And we can do you from head to toe now because now
Yeah.
I said we started out small with footwear. Now we've gotten a little bit bigger. I told the girls, don't let me get to be a shoe store. I don't want all those boxes.
I don't blame you.
You're the
don't blame
biggest dealer of Brighton.
Oh yes,
Jewelry
we
and
are in this area.
accessories
I can
probably in Southern Illinois.
in Southern Illinois. I mean, there's a couple other places, but honestly, they don't carry what I do. But they don't want to.
Right.
We just chose to be a heart store, and we carry all the different departments that they make. We participate in all their promotions, and that's a lot too because we are responsible for giving those away. We have to buy that,
right?
But we want to be part of that Brighton family. And my 800 girls say, "Oh my gosh, Kristi, you're always so upbeat. No wonder,
Yeah.
I always tell this story. I've told you this before. We went to vacation in Branson last year.
Oh yes,
And we went to the Brighton outlet.
yes."
Tina walks out and she goes, "Oh my God, Kristi's got more Brighton than that place did."
Then a Brighton outlet.
Well, let me tell you, my salesman says, "I think you got more than the Brighton stores do."
I think you told me one time you buy at least one of everything.
Yes, we do because
regardless of price.
We do because you'll be surprised. They see it in that catalog. If they love it, they're going to get it. And you might as well have it, you know. And if we don't have it, we've sold it out. We get it for them. We do try to do reorders.
Yeah.
And that's really hard. A lot of stores can't. And it's hard to get reorders, but not in Brighton. They have that in stock all the time.
You've helped us out quite a bit with the Brighton jewelry. I know Tina she bought necklaces for her and our daughter, and then decided she wanted to get my sister and my mother
the same one.
necklaces, and you found them.
Yes, and repairs.
And
when
repairs,
when something breaks, they're really good about taking care of something, and I appreciate that because I'm going to take care of it, but it's nice when they step up and take care of it.
Definitely.
As well, so.
And Brighton has everything from rings and bracelets and necklaces, earrings, and they also have like purses,
handbags and crossbodies and
Do they have
sunglasses, belts,
yeah, sunglasses,
watches, watch bands.
Oh, yeah.
I think I bought for my mom a couple of years ago a nightlight.
Oh yes,
Yeah, with the covers. Yeah,
and the hair clips. I forgot
and
about
the hair clips.
too.
We do a lot of those night lights, for people that are struggling with something. People will send them something like a little night light.
Yeah, it's
And,
a good little gift.
Yeah.
I love the watch bands. So if you have like an Apple Watch, they have the watch bands, and they have the Brighton kind of silver look.
We have,
and then they also have the leather ones. You
That's
still
right.
have those in
Oh,
stock.
yes. Oh,
I
yes.
love those too.
we have some with the little studs on them, some that's just
Yeah.
plain, and we did quite a few of those for graduation gifts.
Oh, I
so,
bet.
Yeah.
I bet. They're really cute. I think when they first came out, I was like, I need one. My sister needs one. One of these days I'll get my mom in an Apple Watch. But
well, I don't have one either, so.
I haven't been wearing mine. I don't know why, but I need to get it charged and get it back on. But, I just, this day and age, I get so tired of charging everything.
Oh, I know. And then sometimes when it's on your wrist, you're never away from it.
Yes.
And
as a small business owner,
yes.
sometimes you just don't want the immediate.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on, I'm just trying to eat.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Well, we always have our video on Thursday afternoon. It's just crazy. And the girls were like, oh, my God, Kristi. And so, like, about 4 o'clock, I checked my phone. And I said, oh, you don't even know how many messages I got to just sit down here and take care of some of these who think I don't care.
Yeah.
So anytime I don't get back, it's just because we're just swamped at that time.
Yeah. So the Thursday morning lives, I want to talk about that for a second, too. We kind of touched on it, but being here for 44 years, you have to adapt with the times.
Right.
And you're a true testament to that, and I've bragged on you before. I just think it's amazing. Before COVID, everyone in this area, for the most part, was only selling out of their stores, right?
Correct.
And then COVID happened, and we're like, how are we going to keep surviving through this? People can't come in and shop. And Kristi started her lives, and I mean, that was a way for you to keep your doors open.
It was.
To keep your customers, to be, wearing good clothes, feeling pretty. That does so much for the soul. And we all needed that during that time, something to make us happy. But I just think that is such an amazing adjustment to be like, okay, let's sit down, let's think about what we can do. And it's still going.
It
4
is.
years later.
It was one of the best decisions we made. And, you could pull up, we could take it out on the sidewalk for you. And that was a wild time. It was a scary time for all small businesses.
Yes.
But it was a good thing for lots, like you said.
Yes.
And we loved the lives. And Debbie, my cousin Debbie, was kind of instrumental in just pushing me towards that.
Because it's scary.
It is scary.
To be on a live video and, you do so well. But that first time, it's like, I don't know.
Did I sound squirrely?
Yeah.
And, we do it a little different than the other online people. A lot of them will just talk and talk and talk. We actually show.
Yes.
We try to put the capsules together.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure you know what the sizes are. And, people would love us to have live models. But that is even,
Right. Getting
one
people
step.
there.
Trying to get them there. You'd have to fit them first. And then,
right.
It's a lot more work than people. On that aspect, just kind of like a style show. Oh, I can't wait for the style show.
I know.
Oh, we work a month on it,
Yeah, definitely. And I usually only have like 1 or 2 in each size of something too. So if you are a bigger store and you're like selling in bigger volumes on one specific outfit, that's one thing. But it's like, okay, these
go fast.
Yeah, know these 8 shirts are going to go.
That's
gone,
right. I think that's what people like, though. But we don't have 100 of them.
No. And I love that because not everyone. I know that I bought these adorable pants. You can't see them right now, but I know
they are adorable.
There's not going to be a lot of people in town that have it.
No.
It's not a mass sold thing in Fairfield. So I love that.
Yeah.
I can.
That is a plus for us. So, but it makes it. We've gotten people come in on Wednesday afternoon just to see what our capsule is going to be because they don't want to miss out. We'll say you can't take it off yet. We just got it. But we'll save it for you if you want it.
Oh, that is hilarious. People know they get in. They know the tricks.
They do.
That's awesome.
I wanted you to mention that too.
Yes. Okay, so this is something that the retail merchants and the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce are doing. And you can get these at the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. Do you have some available as well?
I think Willow Tree has some. They're $10.
$10. And it's basically a coupon card. So everyone's had like the football cards before. And this is the retail merchants version of it. And just to read some off, Uniquely Rustique, 15% off your purchase. Carnaby Square, first Thursday of the month, 10% off any bottom. I'm going to remember that. Green Pig, free drink with the purchase of $5 or more. Mindy's Sew Shop, 5% off in-store purchase. Can be combined with other offers. So, but there's Barbed Wire Grill on here, B-Way Decorating, Bless Blooms Farm, Napa Auto Parts.
Yes.
And Bold Goat. So Plaques, Flowers, and Gifts. I
Yeah.
guess I should mention
Yeah,
them.
we're on
Yes, you're on there.
Gifts,
I don't
10%
know what
off
we're giving
cash
away,
and
but-
carry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10% off with cash and
Okay.
carry. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So, we're encouraging people. That's kind of a little retail merchants fundraiser.
Yes.
So, our money runs out early sometimes in the
man.
account there.
Yeah.
And it just, so that was something that I think maybe the Willow Tree girls wanted to do and the Uniquely Rustic
Yeah.
girls wanted to do. So we all just kind of got behind it. And it's something that any business that's a retailer could be on it. So
Yeah.
it wasn't just like, particular, like right downtown people or
Right.
whatever. So
If you're a chamber member and
Yes.
you have a retail business,
Yes,
you're
correct.
able to get on this, or we're given the option to. So $10, you can get them at Carnaby Square. Probably, I know Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, Willow Tree, I'm sure Uniquely Rustic has
yes,
them.
I think I saw it on her sign. She
Okay.
sure does.
Yep. So $10. Go and get those and support our local merchants. I love supporting local. We've got to keep our amazing downtown and beyond
We do.
going because, we don't think about how much that affects our local economy, shopping local.
Well,
And
it doesn't.
And you don't realize, you go to other towns, their downtowns
Mm-hmm.
are dying out.
Yeah.
Ours seems to be
Booming.
coming up,
Yes.
booming, yeah.
Well, and the thing that people don't really understand is our dollars go back in the community as well. They
Yes.
spend them with us, but we put it back into the advertising for the sports.
Yes.
We do, Mule Nation. We
Right.
do,
Wayne
and-
County Now.
Yeah, and then down at the school, you do. I mean, we're always. My thing is, I always like to participate in any of the kids what they need.
Yes.
I can't always do it all the time, but
Yeah.
but that's what that's why you got to think local because they're helping your children or
Yes, definitely. It's you as a small business owner, you get hit up a lot for a
Yes,
lot
you
of
do.
different sponsorships and donations and things like that. And we couldn't do any of it without our small businesses. So support them and they will help, support you as well.
Yeah,
so
it's like
a,
pat my back, I'll pat
yes,
yours.
definitely,
You
definitely.
are also very involved in Volunteers for a Progressive
Yes,
Fairfield.
yes, we are, and we love it. They say, what would we do when Carnaby's not there? We pick stuff up, we go get tickets there, we sell, we do our ducks from there.
Yeah.
That was one thing when we had the eclipse. The duck race was absolutely hilarious. Some of the ducks got out of the lane, and the lady goes, "What about those two ducks that were out there?" I said, "They jumped out. They're disqualified.
They didn't wanna win.
They
Yeah.
didn't want to win." But yes,
That was probably the two ducks that I bought.
well, that's what that lady said too. But our group is we work hard, and we try to do things that promote the Fairfield or even beautify. So Josh Rocket and his wife Julie did the gazebo.
Man. They
At
do such a
Christmas.
great job
Oh,
over there.
They
yeah,
do.
we're having a meeting. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do forward going for spring.
Yeah.
Something that you don't have to change every time. That's the bad thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
they see a vision of elaborate and you can't just change it,
Yeah.
at a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
So there are new committee members and our movie was a big hit.
Good.
And everybody loved Willy Wonka and we had Willy Wonka actually there. And I
Yes.
think he said, "Can I keep my outfit?" I said, "We'll keep it because you're the only one that can wear it because it's one of like those double extra. But you save it because we may need you again."
Right.
But we put our money back into the community, but we also save a lot of our money because the lights, the festival of lights, that cost us a lot of money. But we get good donations. I don't
Yes.
want to say that
That's another thing that brings a lot of people into
It is.
Fairfield.
Sure does, yeah.
I mean, we see church buses coming from all over to drive through.
Oh,
and,
yeah. And what's really when you have people from out of town, they'll say, "Well, how much is it?"
Yeah.
And I'll say, "It's just a donation."
Yeah.
Seriously? Because they're
Aw.
just used to the cars being a certain amount.
Yeah.
And we chose not to do that.
Yeah.
And at this point, we don't have to.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do it without Chris Jenkins and his crew because it's a big, big job, guys.
It is. And
every-
people don't realize.
They don't. Every morning he goes and checks everything and makes sure something's not burnt out. And but we try to put something new out there every season,
And
And
when those folks come into town, they're not just donating to the Festival of Lights.
No.
They're going to stop and get a cold drink or get gas.
Yes,
or,
that's exactly
grab
right.
some dinner.
That's exactly right. So everybody benefits from all the events that are going on. So
I just checked the live chat, so I got to change the subject really fast. Yvette Anderson says, new goal, buy one new item.
Oh, I bet.
I love it.
We'll be
man.
glad to help you, babe.
No,
You have a wedding, so
that's-
you're going to need something.
That's
Yes, that is so great.
And we've mentioned everything you're involved with, and we're going to mention some more. Fall FunFest.
Oh, yes.
Man.
Actually, let me tell you guys, I'm the president of 3 groups, and I said, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. But
Oh, yeah.
Fall Fun Fest is, I love it. I've always just loved it. It's the biggest event that Fairfield sponsors, and you can't imagine how many compliments we get on it. But we couldn't do it without all these sponsors. We have big sponsorships.
Yeah.
We have small sponsorships. And that's what we love about it. And the press works with us, putting out the best advertising on it and the little brochures. We have people that have bought the brochure for us. So people really appreciate it. And reunions come to town during that time.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's good for the Airbnbs, so, everything just evolves and helps all of us. But we're having our first meeting Monday night.
Wow.
So we've got a great Friday night. It's called Platinum Rockers, and they dress up and do different rock characters or rock stars and dress up as the person, and
That's fun.
they are going to be great. And then on the Saturday night, we had this band 3 years ago, and they just do old country, old gospel, old rock and roll, just a little bit of everything. So they're across the board. They're really good. So
It's like Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
Bret Michaels. Like
Yeah.
I Googled it.
yes.
Even some NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Oh, but
it
they all
looks
dress
like.
up. That's what's
so
really great.
fun.
So I think everybody will be excited about that.
Yes,
So,
and that's Friday night?
That's going to be on the Friday night
Oh,
too.
my gosh, I
So
love it.
The last few years, the bands have just been incredible.
they have been incredible. We have to say Sandy Gill really helps us come up with all those, because her stage is out everywhere, and she sees these entertaining. She'll say, "Kristi, put this on the list."
Aw.
So when Stan passed away, he always did the entertainment, but Sandy's just kind of our little ear out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's so much better too.
And while we're at it, don't forget Fall FunFest dates have been moved this year.
Yes, they have. They are the 20th. What is that?
It's the third weekend
Yeah.
instead of the second weekend
Yes.
I was
this
going
year,
to say,
right?
I have it on here.
Yeah, it's the. I should have.
September 18th through
Yeah.
the 21st.
First, yes, it is. And the reason we had to do that was, the carnival business is really hard to find anymore. And so he had already scheduled popcorn days on that weekend that we usually do. So we moved it to the next one. So
It'll be fine. And
It
we've
will
been
be.
letting people know for a
Yeah,
long time.
we have. So and we knew some reunions that were going on. So
Yeah.
we tried to contact them and get that all set up right. So
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of reunions, did we talk about that yet? You're also, is that the
the
other?
alumni board, yes.
I thought that was your third one. But
And last year we moved it to the Elks, and it really boosted the attendance
Good.
and a lot of younger people. And of course now the 50th class is. This year it's going to be my brother Jimmy. I mean, so it's all
Yeah.
these people that are in our community. So they had it was Debbie Hallam's last year.
Yeah.
So they had a big class, and so they attended, of course. But we had Jill Andrews is the secretary, and Jane McDowell is the treasurer, and Jill just had a wonderful idea about reserving a table. And then you try to sell your table, and that really
Oh.
worked. So that way you're sitting with your friends, or your
Yeah.
peers, or whatever, and that sold us several tables too. So
Good.
we haven't had our first meeting on that yet, but I'm sure it'll still be at the Elks again.
So the alumni dinner kind of features the 50th class,
it
correct?
does. It does.
So it
but
features
anybody
that.
can attend.
But right, anyone
Okay.
can attend, and that's something that I just learned within the past couple of years from talking with Kristi about it, and that's something we talked about for
Yes.
marketing wise on it, just letting people know.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome. It's for all ages. If you're an FCHS alumni, you are
Yes.
welcome to come. And we want to just keep seeing that succeed, so it's not something that a tradition that ends,
no,
you know.
because really, and the next generations, when you get up, you're going to want to go at one point in your life.
Yeah.
But we really worked on getting that younger generation to come. Carrie Halbert, I think, was the youngest one there.
Yeah.
And, so we're trying, she's on the board also. So we want to try to get her and a little bit younger, get them in there, get those young ideas. And the 50th class, yes, we honor them that night just by introducing them, and then they have a speaker. But that may be changing up. We're trying to, we had Diane Z to introduce everybody, just welcome. And oh my God, everybody was like, we wanted to just shout, FCHS, so.
Just have a big pep rally up
just
there.
A big pep rally.
I'll bring the flag and run through. We can get the mule up there.
Jill wanted all the old cheerleaders in the audience to come up, but she couldn't get them all up there. But the ones that were there got up there.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so we'll be, getting that date out for you. Well, it's homecoming weekend, so. But anyway, we have a page. All of these groups have great Facebook pages also. Yes. So you can, find us on there, and we'll put all the news about it. And so Amy Vaughn's really good. She sits on the VPF2 for media, and so we just try to get out there, and she helps with the alumni. But
she's a busy lady too.
She's a busy lady too. Yes. And as you know, that everybody has a phone in their hand, so they. But not everybody. So you have to kind of be, our promoter as well, and encourage people to come, or encourage people to, at least be participate. You work your butts off, to try to have something, and then if it doesn't go well, you feel defeated. Yeah. But as right now, we were so happy that we had 40 more people than we had the year before. So that's quite an increase at the alumni banquet. So that was good.
That is amazing. And I feel you on that. Doing things, trying to schedule things, and putting your heart and soul into it, and it not having the best turnout, it does feel defeating. It's hard not to get burnt out sometimes. Yeah, so
that's right.
But word of mouth is still the best marketing, and I'm a marketing person. But if I know my friend Kristi's going to be there, I'm more likely to attend. You know what I mean? So if you get a personal invitation from someone, it definitely is going to help people want to feel comfortable going. Because
if you get excited about an event, you can make somebody else excited.
Definitely.
And it just keeps going. So.
Yes. Spread the school spirit.
That's exactly right.
Town spirit. I love it.
Well, we definitely have it on. I mean, honestly, our town, there's lots of cheerleaders, and people know that, and they know how lucky we really are. Our community is.
Yes. So we are.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky. Well, do you want to take a break and do the weather?
I can do that.
It's a beautiful day in Fairfield, right?
You know what? Not too bad. Cloudy skies, 62 right now. We're looking for a high of 70 today. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. Is the rain going to clear out?
I was going to say.
Let's see. We're showing some rain starting, here before long, and they're saying chances of rain all day. But right now it's not raining.
That's okay.
Yep.
Clouds and 75
we need rain
tomorrow.
too. You make your own sunshine.
Yeah.
Thursday and Friday, another chance of rain. Saturday, a chance of rain. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, all looking pretty good. And,
okay.
We're looking at highs. Well, the highest is going to be 85 for a couple of days, Monday and Tuesday next week. So,
good.
Otherwise, we're looking mid-70s, and
we deserve that because we haven't had, it jumped to really hot. And
it always seems it does that. It goes from 30 to 80.
80. And everybody's saying, oh, my God, it's so humid outside.
That's why we turned the air on. We had the doors open, so I turned the air off this morning, and then I was like, it's going to get humid in this office with that rain out there. Yep. So we cranked the air back on. But so recap on local sports this week. We just have had one game so far.
Yeah.
And that was yesterday. Mm-hmm. Mules baseball versus Sisney.
Wow. It was really fun game.
Barn burner.
Yeah. Sisney jumped out. The Mules came back, got with one. Sisney added a couple more. Then it started raining. They took time out. I thought the game was going to be done at the end of 5 because it's
raining.
It's like, it's raining.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, end of 5 came. They went into the 6th. Then they brought out some Diamond Dry and raked it in the batter's box and pitcher's mound. And in the 6th inning, quit raining, so we went to the 7th, and we're down by 1 run. And we load the bases.
Oh.
And Fairfield wins when Jake Easton gets hit.
Oh,
and
walks in a run.
And ironically, he had been hit the inning before to walk in a run.
Oh, my goodness.
Has anyone checked on Jake today? Hit twice.
Chris
took one for the team twice.
Told me after the game, he goes, I don't know we've ever won in walkout fashion.
Yeah.
On a batter
hit by pitch.
Hit in the elbow. So.
Oh.
I feel bad.
Well, that's okay. A win's a win, right?
Yeah, a win's a win.
I feel bad for the Sisney pitcher.
So,
yes.
So the Mules finished the regular season above 500.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And they'll play Carmi White County Thursday at Mount Carmel for the chance to play for a regional title on Saturday.
Good.
Very exciting. And girls softball starts, softball regional starts tomorrow versus McLeansboro, and that is here at Southwest Park.
That's a 6:30 game. They got a couple of games tomorrow. So the Mules will play at 6:30 against Hamco. Beatable. They're beatable. Hamco's beatable.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they play the game, Mark.
That's right.
You never know.
It could be. We could see. Mules could be in regional championship games Friday and Saturday. So
we
very
sure
easily.
hope so. Yeah, that's exciting. We're trying to plan a end of year, Mule Nation, Bobcat Nation kind of get together, and we're like, we got to wait and see how these kids do in postseason.
Well, that would be fun.
So, yeah. So exciting. Everyone tune in if you can't make it out to the fields. Wednesday in town at Southwest, or make it to Mount Carmel on Thursday. You can tune in on Mule Nation.
These are, of course, weather permitting.
Right.
I understand that Mount Carmel's field drains really well.
Okay.
So, if it's not, we may get rain in the morning and
still be able to play.
We should still be able to play. So.
Well, good deal. Very exciting. All right. Up next, let's see. We'll talk about our question of the day. What is the dumbest way you've been hurt?
Let me count.
I know, right? Seriously. Mine was, which I was a kid, so I shouldn't call my child self dumb, but we used to live out in New Hope District, and I was a little girl. We were going on a bike ride from my house, my trailer, to my mama and papa's house right down the road.
Yeah.
Riding our bikes. My mom's behind me, and I turn to look and see where my mom's at. And as I'm turning, I just go into the ditch. I think I take my sister out with me. Somehow end up breaking my wrist doing that. So I've also, tried to jump over a little fence that was 3 foot high. I tried to jump over it, caught my foot, fell on my face, but I didn't break anything that time. But Crystal Vaughn said when she was in school, she was a cheerleader, somehow did a toe touch and broke her thumb.
Oh.
Her thumb?
Her thumb. Now that I'm in my 40s, sleeping seems to be an issue. I feel that, Crystal.
Oh, yes. I think anybody that did cheerleading, they didn't protect them as much as they do now, and I think they do all suffer a little bit from sleeping or getting out of bed, without aching. So
I remember just my mom being like, oh, man, I just couldn't sleep last night, or, I just couldn't get comfortable. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. You just go lay down. And now that I'm almost in my 40s, I'm like, oh, man.
It happens.
Yeah, got to get that pillow just right. It has to be the right temperature. The fan has to be on.
He's smiling because men hit the pillow and they're gone.
It's not even a pillow. It can be a couch. It can be a chair.
I can sleep anywhere.
Anywhere.
It doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
I've fallen asleep just about anywhere. Busch Stadium at the ball game.
Oh, my God.
Busch Stadium at the U2 concert.
Oh, my gosh.
In front of the TV, sitting cross-legged.
Oh, my gosh.
That is so impressive. Men have that
Meetings.
special talent for
They
sure.
do.
You know.
I think it's because women have so much going on. Not that you guys don't have brain stuff going on too, but you let it be. You learn to just let it go
I
and
get
sleep and
I get
compartmentalize it,
Yeah,
where we're
yeah.
just like shh
Yeah,
all the
keeps
time.
going.
I always get the the head bob.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
One of those.
That happens to me in the car, and you'll just be sleeping. Then all of a sudden, it's just great. Oh,
The car.
Wakes you.
I can sleep in the car. It doesn't matter
oh man.
wherever I'm going.
I can sleep in the
mean-
car typically. That's my one kryptonite, you know.
Noise-
If I'm not
noise,
driving.
they could be blasting
Music.
explosives, and I can sleep.
Wow.
I'm fine with that.
You got skills.
Yeah.
Jillian Reed said she was cutting a dollhouse out of a cardboard box with a butter knife. The butter knife slipped and gashed her finger wide open to the bone. She now has a division sign from the stitches on her pointer finger. So, Chris said this. Chris Wise, he said, "I'm left-handed playing shortstop in slow-pitch softball. Jeremy Witter hits a blooper over second base. I catch the ball diving, land on my glove, and ball on my right side. Took a minute, tried to walk it off, went to the ER, broke my 5-6 rib, one in the front, one in the front and back.
Gosh.
Collapsed my right lung.
Oh my word.
Chris, did you retire?
Long story short, had a chest tube inserted and spent 3 days in the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
I think that wins.
Yeah.
I think that does win.
When I was in junior high, it was a friend of mine. We had gotten out of class somehow. Mm-hmm. I don't know, go to the bathroom, but we decided to wander around the hallways.
Right, as we all did.
Getting close to the bell, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, I'm going to take off on him and come around the building and tackle him in the hallway or something. So I'm backing up, and I turn to go down the hallway.
Yeah.
Well, I missed the hallway. I hit the wall and knocked myself cold.
Oh my gosh.
and actually, it was a light switch too. Oh. And I had a big indentation in my forehead, and the lights all went off.
Mark. Oh my gosh. That I don't know. That's a close second, I think, to Chris.
And I've done several other.
Was anybody around that you were passed out? Or?
Well, yeah, the bell rang right after I hit the wall.
Everyone's like,
everybody's looking at you going,
oh my God.
What was he doing?
You're like, what happened? Where am I? That's a good one.
I could tell you hundreds of stories about injuries that I have received for doing
things.
Something stupid.
That's another boy thing.
It is a boy thing. It is. I have been lucky. I haven't really, knock on wood, I've just been lucky. Anytime I've gotten hurt, it's because I go 90-0, and either
wear
trip
yourself down
or just trip or fall or get on, and that's just about all I've done.
No broken bones in your life.
No.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Wow.
The vacuum cleaner cord at Carnaby, I get wrapped up in it and fall down on it. So, I mean, just because I'm in a hurry, we just all need to slow down. And
that's the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth. Time goes so fast anymore because we're all just so busy.
That is true.
I think that a lot. We need to slow down, appreciate it.
I mean, think about it. We're looking at Memorial Day, and it's just.
Well, and I was thinking that with you too, because you're already looking at fall, right?
Yes.
Winter.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be going to fall market.
We actually received, and it's right around Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. We received our first Christmas catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you do, and in retail, you have to look ahead and plan ahead. And in my mind, that makes time go so much faster.
It does.
Because here you are in May and looking
and
ahead.
Try to go. What always gets me is when I go to the spring market, because it's always in January, February. Mm-hmm. And here you've got all this winter stuff, and you're thinking, oh my God, where am I going to put all this other stuff, And it's hard to buy the next season sometimes when you've already got lots in your store.
Right.
But you have to be forward thinking.
Yeah, you do.
And you just have to trust your gut and and buy it.
Yes.
You know how it is. Sometimes you get a lemon and sometimes you don't. But my girls always say when they open boxes, no uglies in this one. And I said, well, how come we have a sale rack then? There's got to be. But you know what we find out now is the fitting, you know. Sometimes the sizes are wrong on stuff. So we have to kind of, if somebody says, this is not sized right. And then we change the sizes on it. That's the biggest thing, the issue that we see in the apparel world, you know.
Yes.
Is they're not taking care of what really size something is. That's why people that buy online aren't getting sizes right sometimes because they're not sized right sometimes.
And that's what you hear from a lot of people. You go down to Carnaby, you know, it seems like, you know, the sizes seem to be right.
Yeah.
Well, and you have your brands that
correct.
You know that is good quality. But even now and then it'll be sized wrong, and the fact that you take the care, pay attention, and resize that and let people know. Yeah. And like I was in there the other day and I was trying on one size and I thought they look good, you know. And Kristi made the suggestion, I think you need to try to size down on that one. And you know, sure enough, tried them on and they fit, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I never would have ordered that size.
And then you wouldn't have liked them after you've worn them for a while. That's another thing with all this spandex and stuff.
They grow.
So, you know, we do encourage a little tighter fit when you're buying them, and they do stretch.
Yep.
So
when you first get them out of the dryer, they might be a little tight.
Yeah, but they're going to fit and look great. That's
yes, and I love them. And I sold a pair of them after I wore them. My mama loved them so much. She's like, I got to go up and get me a pair. So.
I know. That's how good you looked in them.
I do love those pants. They are cute. But okay, what's trivia today?
Well, we're going to go back in time.
Okay.
We have 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Okay.
Because you started your business in 1980s.
I do like that.
That is nice.
Okay, we're going to start with 80s trivia.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
All right. What is Nike's famous slogan that was coined in 1988?
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just
do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that advice.
All right. Name the actor that starred in the Indiana Jones movies.
Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Yeah.
From Chicago, we learned the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was my childhood crush.
Oh, my
He's
God.
so handsome.
I mean, it still is, you know. Yeah.
Doc Brown and Marty McFly were the main characters in this well-known 80s film.
Back to the Future.
Oh, yes.
All right, here's our final 80s question.
Okay.
What is the name of the popular maze-themed arcade game released in 1980?
Oh, was it Pac-Man?
It is Pac-Man.
Hey.
Yep.
We got to see the world's largest Pac-Man machine, I think, in Casey.
Oh, they had everything extra size.
I
Spawned a song.
Huh?
Spawned a song. There was a song in the 80s, Pac-Man Fever.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, me either.
All right, 90s trivia.
Okay.
What sport did the 1992 Dream Team play?
Hockey.
Basketball?
Was it hockey?
Basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
I think wasn't that Michael Jordan?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, sure was. All right. Who originally recorded Whitney Houston's 1992 hit song, I Will Always Love You?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly. Dolly wrote it, actually.
Yeah.
I think I looked at I think in 1973.
Yeah.
It's
That song
such a
was
good
originally
song.
came
Think
out.
about the songs she's written.
Oh, I know. I know.
I saw, so RJ, quick story. There was a party up at RJ on Main the other day. Heather Bledel,
Yeah.
Yes.
her daughter, she loves Dolly Parton. They had a Dolly Parton themed party up here. It was so cute. The girls all had robes on. They had manis and petties and facials. And she
big
said,
blonde hair wigs,
big
right?
blonde hair wigs. She said, as Dolly says, it takes a lot of money to look this cheap. I love Dolly Parton. She's
I
a
do
hoot.
too.
All right. What Philadelphia-born rapper had a hit TV show in the 90s and then in the 2000s was blackballed by Hollywood after slapping someone
Oh, we know who that is.
Will
Smith.
on an award show?
Yeah, Chris Rock. Didn't he
I
just...
still don't
Just
know what
slapped him.
happened there. That was the craziest
That
thing.
was crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, Will Smith.
You didn't like the comment he made about his...
I mean, I thought it was just like a publicity stunt.
Yeah,
at
I did
first,
too.
or part of the show, and I was like, oh wait, no, I think that was real.
All right. All right. What 1996 movie featured Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes characters?
Yes,
Space Jam.
That's
Yep.
right.
It was
That
later-
had some good music in
It
it,
was
too.
Yes.
remade in the 2000s with
LeBron James.
Yeah.
I just turned it on the other day. Me and the boys were laying down for bedtime, and we always turn on a show for 30 minutes or so. And I turned on Space Jam.
I don't think I've ever seen that show.
It was
I've
LeBron. You've never
seen
watched
that
the
movie.
original?
I have never watched either one.
Oh, well, you should.
It's good.
Yeah, it is.
It's good. And it has a sweet soundtrack, like
Yeah, it
Kristi said.
does.
I remember having the CD.
Oh, yeah.
2000s trivia now.
Okay.
Who was the lead actor in the popular 2003 movie School of Rock?
Jack Black.
Jack Black. Yep. All right. Who was the lead actor in the popular holiday film Elf?
Oh,
Yep.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I was like Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What American media personality? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. What
Okay.
American media personality and hotel heiress popularized the phrase "That's hot"?
That's hot.
Well, it
Paris
has to be-
Hilton.
Yes.
She used to. Didn't they have that show? She used to run around with Lionel Richie's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nikki?
No,
Yeah.
Nicole.
Nicole Richie.
Yeah.
Her sister's name's Nikki.
Yeah.
All right. And what hit reality TV show started in 2000, where contestants were marooned on an island?
Oh.
Survivor.
Survivor.
That's a good show. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one that's a Deal or No Deal? Did you see that one
The
where they're
Deal
on
or-
the island?
Yeah, Deal or No Deal
The
Island.
final was last night, but when my guy went off, I didn't even care who won because I didn't like the two that were left.
Who
but
were you rooting for?
Oh, I was rooting for Rob from Boston, you know, but that's because he's been on
Yes.
Survivor and all the
Yes,
others. And
Boston Rob.
Yeah, Boston Rob.
Yeah,
So
he's
yeah.
won a
Is
lot.
that Boston Rob or is it Baston Rob?
It's Boston.
Boston Rab.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a good player. Like,
He is a good player.
Has he won twice?
Yeah, he won. He
think twice.
won. Yes, he has won twice.
What does he put on his taxes for his occupation? Professional reality show star.
Oh.
I feel like he might have gotten in trouble for tax evasion too.
Oh, he might have.
Speaking of, no. I'm
So
just
those are
kidding.
your trivia.
I
That's
like
your trivia.
those.
Yeah,
Those were-
that was good.
I think that's the best I've done on trivia.
Yeah.
Dave Rigg was on one day. He might be watching. Hi, Dave. But he brought in like
He brought in
1970s.
Andy Griffith trivia one day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then it was like 1970s local history, remember? And he's
Oh.
like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
were alive in the 70s, right? And I was like, I was not, sir.
She was like, my mom wasn't even alive in the 70s.
Barely.
he forgets how young
I-
people really are, you know.
My mom wasn't even shopping Carnaby yet in the 70s, you know?
Oh, Dave, he's an icon.
I know, he is. He's one of our, well, this is your second
Yes.
time on the show. Dave's
Yeah.
been on twice.
He's scheduled for a third.
A
Yeah.
third.
He's a recurring guest.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he has so much local history. I
He
love
does.
to learn from him. And we want to get the Historical Society
Yeah, I wanna get you to
ladies on
bucket
here.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't
I
they
think that'd
having
be
like a
good.
car show? Aren't they having a car show this weekend? Or-
You know, oh my gosh, I've got to pull that up. Yeah, Yvette had sent that to me.
Yeah.
And I thought that I had
Hopefully
it saved,
it's not
but
going to rain because it seems like every time they have one, it rains.
I know.
But I think it's this weekend.
I'm going to pull it up and see. I can't remember where she sent it to me at, but if you're still watching, send it to me again and we can talk about it. And I haven't seen it pop up on Facebook or anything
I haven't either.
lately. So, what else we got to talk about? Anything else while I'm looking for this?
Oh, the first Saturday or second Saturday when they had everything
You know
on uptown, that was really a great day for kids.
Yeah.
And they had a big tractor that was the blow up, and the kids absolutely loved it. And I think the vendors did really well. So
I heard from a little birdie that Libby Linkefelder took part in the jump houses.
she did.
That's what I heard.
I love it.
Somebody told. I'm not going to say names, but somebody told me that Libby took part. I should have come over and he said I should have come over and
Jump.
did that as well. And I thought, okay, that would have given me
The kids would all been like, "Come on, get out of there! You're too big."
Well, I'm thinking that would have given me an answer to the question of the day.
Well, that's exactly right. But that's going to
Listen.
be a great little event, you know,
I
doing that
love
second
it.
Oh,
Saturday.
it's gonna be great.
And it happened to be a most beautiful day, so it did.
Yes.
You know, everything was in
Gorgeous.
line. So
It was perfect. Okay, I found it.
okay, good.
Lions Club Car Show this Saturday, May 18th. Concessions will be available. Door prizes. It's located at Shady Leo French Park. I love that.
Yeah.
Registration starts at 8:30 a.m. till noon. Judging starts at 10 a.m. Awards at 3. It says Dash Plaques awarded to first 125, 4 special awards, and there'll be a silent auction, 50-50 raffle, and it is sponsored by F&B, Le Mans, Chevy Chrysler, and it says thank you Carter Turf and Tractor for providing transport vehicles. Trailer parking is available at the West Side Pools and Spa. So there is, for more information, you can contact those numbers there. Thank you for bringing that up. Hopefully the weather cooperates.
Oh, I hope so too.
And also on Saturday, I wanted to mention again the pork burger, brats, and bake sale for Hayden.
Oh, yes.
We're going to try
And
to
that's
raise
down
some
here,
funds.
yes.
It's, at the courthouse at 10 a.m. So
He had a
grab
really
your-
great picture on this week,
Oh.
didn't he?
I saw
He was
that.
out of ICU and
He was
Yeah.
eating.
he was he wanted Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh, that
But it
makes
looked like
me-
macaroni and cheese and
That's
French
what
fries.
I thought. That's what I thought. I was like, he's eating mac and cheese.
That's hilarious. But it's good. It's from
Oh,
Olive Garden.
that's
and
exactly right.
Whatever that little boy wants.
Oh,
Let
but
him
Yeah.
know.
just
You
think
better
how
make sure
strong
and get
he's-
it for him.
Yeah, he's been
he-
so strong and brave.
Yeah.
If he
Yes.
wakes up and wants a,
I
Ice
know,
cream
whatever,
or-
yeah.
ice cream or whatever, you
Yeah.
just go and get it for him.
Yes, I'm
'Cause-
so happy to hear he's
Yeah.
doing better. But they've been in the hospital for a long time.
Yes,
and he's
a
had
month.
It's
a
been-
lot of surgeries
It's
and
been a month and a half. It's
Month
almost
and a
been
half?
2 months.
Has it been 2 months?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So-
I can't imagine, having.
Yeah.
nope. We take our health for granted.
Yeah.
For sure, and especially in our little ones, you just
Yeah.
to
And you don't feel like they can get a serious disease because they're so young, and it just seems like
and
it
I'd
happens.
I'd never even heard of that.
I
what
hadn't
he
either. I had to look
Yeah.
it up.
Me too.
We Googled it to
Yeah,
see.
me too.
But
Just
I tell
something
ya.
else to worry
he had
about.
faith for such a young.
No,
I mean, asking the nurse to pray with him.
I
and,
know.
He's just
Gives you
amazing,
goosebumps.
amazing
Yeah.
little boy.
yes, that is
Absolutely.
so great.
He's taken on the hearts of all Illinois, I think, and Indiana. And,
Sure has.
Yeah.
we always talk about that though. I love that about our little town. People get behind
Yeah.
this when people are hurting or needing help, and
I always tell people, I said, it's you can hate your neighbor, but if something bad happens,
Yeah,
they're the first
you're gonna
ones.
be
They're the first ones in line for a benefit, or the first ones
That's
to bring you
right.
food or something.
That's
you know?
exactly right.
knocking on your door.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful for that for sure. So Saturday morning, 10 a.m., get your pork burgers at the courthouse, brats, bake sale, all that, and then head over to Shady Leo French Park and enjoy the car show. And there will be concessions available there too. So, and one more fun thing on Saturday. Family Literacy Fest, the 30th
Ooh,
annual at the Kitty
yeah.
College. So make sure to go by there, take the kids out. I think they're going to have all sorts of fun stuff to play. I want to say they're giving out prizes. It's a free event, so thank you.
Jill
to-
goes all out.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, we're lucky to have the Kitty College. That's
We
for
are.
Sure.
Absolutely.
We are. So that is from 10:30 till 12:30. So pork burgers, Family Literacy Fest,
Yeah.
car show.
So don't say you don't have anything to do.
Exactly.
We say that every show. don't
Every
we?
show.
If you
Yeah.
can't find something to do in Fairfield,
That's right.
there's something wrong with you.
That's right.
You ain't looking hard enough. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. One more thing too. Wayne County Chambers Golf Scrambles coming up on Friday, the 24th of May. It's always the Friday before Memorial Day. And there is an 8 a.m. tee time and a 1 p.m. tee time. Spots are limited. I'm not sure how many spots are still
I
available.
know, because she really had people were really
Yeah.
calling and
Yeah.
signing up. So I think they liked the 2-time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
tea time. So
Gives them a chance to sleep in if they want to.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Or if they have to go into the office for part of the day.
Right. I think that's good. And she, typically we've learned that people like to wait till the last minute to sign up for things. And I was talking to her, she's like, we're like 2 weeks out. Like, I can't believe we have this many signed up already, so. Yeah, be sure and
those
call
people
the
that
chamber.
do procrastinate are going to be unhappy because they'll be like, you're already full.
Yes, get those calls in today to the chamber and reserve your spot. It's always such a fun day.
Yeah, it's the first one of the season, isn't it? Isn't it the first golf? Yeah.
Yep, kick it all off
the golf.
Yep, I'm not much of a golfer. I enjoy going, but I'm not good by any means.
No, I'm not either.
But it's fun, especially if it's a nice day.
Yeah.
And there'll be a light breakfast, a nice lunch. So be sure to get your spot for that. So I think that's all I have for today.
Well, thank you guys for having me today. It's great to fill in for you. So
yes, thanks for coming, Kristi.
Yeah, I appreciate all that you guys do, and
thank you.
Before I forget,
you keep our town going. The information.
Happy Doodah Day.
Oh, it's Doodah.
Oh, happy Doodah, huh?
And it's Day.
Okay.
Is it? Well, I may have to do that at work. Get on it and get cross-kneed.
Yes. Hey, that makes me think. Speaking of, we have yoga starting at RJ on May.
I know.
23rd, right?
Yeah, next Thursday morning at 6:30. I'm sad because it's on the same day as Kristi's live, so she's not going to be able to join us. But we're going to see how it goes and hopefully get some more classes added to. I'm going to try. I got to find someone to watch my kids at 6:30 in the morning. But
I used to come when they had it here before.
Yeah.
I was here on Tuesdays and Thursdays mornings at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the day, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, I think the yoga I've had in my life has made me a better, older person.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have flexibility. I mean, I believe in yoga.
And I think it helps your mind and your body.
I think it does,
too. Just learning how to calm down and be, because like you said, women's minds never shut up. So
That's
I don't
right.
think that was her exact words,
No.
but they never stop. And so
No.
having that time to just calm and listen.
I'm up every day about 6 o'clock. By about 6:30, I'm ready for a nap.
You sound like George.
Well, you might do the downward dog or whatever.
That's
and
right.
just
I
fall
would probably
asleep.
fall asleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's happened before.
Oh yeah, not in the downward dog.
No.
If you fall over if you do that.
What's the one where you lay on your, I don't know, but there is a position that's very easy.
I have
Is there
fallen
one where
asleep.
You lay on your back and go
Yes.
like this.
No, you just
or
let
on
your
on the couch
palms
like
up.
this. I mean, is that does those count as yoga poses?
I mean, sure.
I think they do.
Sure. I love it. But yeah, Chris Murphy is going to be our teacher for
That's
that
great.
Thursday mornings. I'm excited. And yeah, I think we're going to have a good turnout. There seems to be a lot of people interested.
Okay, so you bring your own mat and everything,
bring
right?
your own mat. Yes, bring your own mat. And we'll provide the instructor and the calming music and all that stuff.
And there's a breakfast afterwards, right?
Sure. You providing or?
Don't eat before.
No. I mean, we need like fruit. We need like healthy things.
That's exactly right.
Donuts.
Yeah. No. No.
Raspberry filled donuts.
There we go. There's our fruit.
Patterns. Oh my gosh, that is.
Oh my.
That's my excuse for going to Dairy Queen.
Oh yeah.
Because I get the banana split blizzard. Because it's got strawberries and pineapple and banana. That's my excuse.
There you go.
It's good for me. I'm getting my fruit.
Our anniversary week, we were so busy, and Melinda was coming through Wayne City, and she goes, "Would you guys like a Sweeties treat?" What do you mean? Yes, we do.
Every time we have a delivery to Wayne City,
You get something.
I send a cooler. And
They're
we stop
really good
and bring
about putting
something
everything.
back.
Yeah,
I know.
That's
they'll pack it up
awesome.
for you.
I take a little cooler and off we come back.
Oh yeah.
That's on my summer bucket list with the boys. I haven't taken them
Oh, they will love it.
Yes.
I wish I've just told her, I wish you were here.
yet. I know.
See, I've told her that several times.
Yeah.
And I've told Landon over there he needs to carry his mom's ice cream.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Did you see Landon
Yes.
Fusion's new mobile bar that they
Yeah.
have?
I've not seen that.
Yeah, so they can do parties and events and stuff. So
Okay.
I'm excited for them. They're always coming up with new stuff over there. So
I
very
tell you,
exciting.
he's a busy little
He
bee, let me tell
is.
you.
He's in there every morning at 6 or a little earlier,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
The butt
he
crack
is.
of dawn.
And
Yeah.
and he stays till 6.
That's
That's
not
even
how I
nice.
would have put it, but
Yeah, they are open. I love that. They
Yeah.
are open. So, all right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you again,
All
Kristi,
right,
for
you're
joining
quite welcome.
us.
yes, thank you.
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you so much.
Thanks to
We
everyone at
appreciate
home.
you guys so much. So.
Friday morning, Chef Robert
Oh.
is going to join us.
Oh.
Robert.
Well,
You know, if
good.
he's French trained.
I know.
That's
Chef
right.
Robert.
If he wants to bring us some French food samples,
You know
I'd be
what?
okay with it.
Chef. Love your
Or
key lime
steak.
pie. Love your
Yeah, I'll take a steak.
Yeah,
love
he
your
has the
bread
best
pudding.
steaks.
I tell you what, I had to fillet a couple weeks ago there, and it was incredible. Fork tender.
Oh, yeah, it was really. He's,
Yum.
I've been
I'm
the
hungry.
Elks is
I've been to
lucky to
places
have him.
like
Well, Brookstone's lucky to have him.
Ruth
He
Chris.
is. Let me tell
Ruth-
you.
I mean, it had nothing. I've been to Ruth Chris a couple times in St. Elmo's Fire in Indy.
Yeah.
It
Didn't even compare.
well, I mean, it nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it compares
Yeah.
very, very well.
With that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Does.
So he cooks at the Elks on Friday nights, correct? And
yeah,
then
he takes care of all
Brookstone.
those ladies and men at Brookstone.
yeah.
One thing about him that you'll hear compliments on him, but I know firsthand because my aunt was out there. He wants them to eat. He will find. He'll
Yes.
bend over backwards. What can I fix you that will
Yeah,
would
he
taste good
does.
to you? And he's so compassionate, and
Yeah.
you should feel really not great about him being
Yeah.
out there for your loved ones because
Yeah.
he does make sure because he knows if they're not eating.
Yeah.
And so he wants to find out.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so
He does
sweet.
take care, and he takes great pride
Yeah.
in what he does out there.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll talk to him, they'll go, the food's great out here. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
They think they don't want to go, and then all of a sudden they're too busy. They're doing bingo.
Yeah,
they're
I know.
they have yoga out there, chair yoga out there. And, I mean,
Aw.
they have really bumped it up to have, a little social life for all those
They sure do.
senior citizens.
I love
So,
that.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well,
right.
we will see you guys all on Friday morning. Have a beautiful week.
See ya.
All
Bye.
right.